Welcome to Sales in Action. I'm your host, Jamel Adams. And listen, Sales in Action is your premier destination for sales coaching and business development solutions. I completely understand the challenges and opportunities that businesses face in today's competitive landscape. I'm here to empower you and give you knowledge to help you grow, sustain, and be the best you can be in your industry. So do me a favor. If you're ready to supercharge your sales and your business growth, take the first step towards success with Sales in Action. Explore our services, connect with some of my coaches, and start achieving your business goals today. I'm here to help you. Don't hesitate to reach out. So, on today's episode of Sales in Action, we're going to be talking about how to close more deals. Listen, closing deals is a dynamic process that requires finesse. It requires a deep understanding of the human psychology. So, in today's I'm going to call it competitive landscape, right? It's crucial to employ innovative techniques to stand out and secure those coveted agreements that we're all trying to get, right? So, what I want to do is I want to delve into 3 cutting edge strategies that can help you master the art of closing deals. Now, let me say this first. These are tools, strategies that I have used for years in my sales career that has helped me be extremely successful. But let me say this. These are not tools that you're just going to be able to pick up and run with just like that. You need to perfect your craft. You need to study. You need to role play with these tools, right? So that then you can take all that sales training, all that sales preparation, and put it into action. Let's jump into these 3 things, right? So the first thing that I want to share with you is called leverage neuropersuasion tactics, is what I call it. Let me explain to you what that is. Leverage neuropersuasion tactics. Neuropersuasion is a groundbreaking approach that taps into the subconscious, right? The subconscious mind, and what it does is influences decision making. To employ this strategy effectively, I want you to consider the following techniques, right? The first one is priming. Begin by subtly introducing positive associations related to your product or to your service. This can be achieved through engaging storytelling, testimonials, or even visuals. When prospects encounter what you're offering, they're more likely to connect it with those positive impressions that you've left on them, making them more inclined to say yes. Remember, sales is psychological. So priming is product or service association with something positive. You don't want to ever go into a sales interview, a sales call without priming. Next is neuro-linguistic anchoring is what I call it. Let me say that one more time. Neuro-linguistic anchoring. What you want to do is create an association between your product with positive emotions. For instance, when discussing what you're offering, use language that evokes feelings of happiness, security, or success. What happens is over time, your prospects are going to subconsciously associate your product with these emotions, increasing their desire to make a purchase. So I know some people that I've trained have said, man, this just sounds off the beaten path. Like I said earlier, these are state of the art training techniques that most people have not heard, most people are not implementing. But I guarantee you, if you begin to put these into effect on a day-to-day basis during your sales interviews, you're going to see an increase in your conversion rate, in your closing rate, right? Sales in action. Perfect your craft. Put the time, energy, and effort in to get better. Next is what I call mirror neuron resonance. Let me explain to you what this is. Building rapport is crucial in sales. Building rapport is what part of my 4 pillars of success. Without rapport during a sales interview, right, the likelihood of you closing that deal, that call, is well, it goes down exponentially. You need rapport. People buy from people they like, right? So building rapport is crucial in any sales call, right? So utilize mirror neuron resonance by subtly mirroring your prospect's body language or expression or tonality if you're not doing face-to-face sales, right? This creates a sense of connection and trust, making them more receptive to your pitch. Mirroring. Some people say parroting. I always like to say mirroring, right? This mirror neuron renaissance. You're mirroring their tonality, their voice inflection, you're mirroring their body language. It kind of puts you on the same level and it decreases their defensiveness. This is very, very, very big, but without building rapport, this doesn't work. Here's the second thing I want to share with you. It's to employ value slicing. Let me explain to you what that is. Value slicing is a technique that involves breaking down the perceived value of your product or service into smaller, more digestible components. Here's how you do it effectively, right? First, you have to identify the key benefits. Start by identifying the most compelling benefits of your product or service. These could be time-saving features, cost efficiency, or unique advantages that your product provides. Identify these key benefits and then begin to portion them out throughout the sales interview. Next is present incrementally, right? Let me explain that to you. Instead of overwhelming your prospect with a long list of features, present these key benefits incrementally during your pitch. Highlight one benefit at a time, allowing them to fully grasp and appreciate each aspect of your offering. And then what I like to do as I'm presenting these key benefits or features incrementally, after I present it, I always hit them with a tie down. I love tie downs because it helps me check my prospect's temperature. I want to know if they're on the same page as I am. I want to know if they're emotionally connected to what I'm saying. So after I present a key feature, I'm always going to ask, and that sounds like what you're looking for today, doesn't it? Or something like, man, and that's something to get excited about. Don't you see how that's going to help solve your problem or challenges? You do, don't you? And again, if they say anything other than yes or have some type of excited emotion, then I need to backtrack that, right? So next is I need to reinforce the value. After presenting each benefit, I need to reinforce its value by providing real world examples or case studies from previous clients, right? What happens is this helps the prospect see the practical application of your product or service, and it makes it more enticing to them. You got to remember, I want them emotional. You want them emotional. I don't need a logical decision. I want them to get emotional. I want them to get excited about my product or service because once they're excited and they're emotional, then they buy. Here's the third thing that I want to give you, and then we're done. We need to navigate the decision quagmire. Let me break that down to you, right? In the modern world, consumers often face a bewildering array of choices. No matter where you go, somebody's always offering something. To simplify their decision-making process, consider the following strategies, right? So first is choice, what I call choice ecosystem. Offer a curated selection of options that align with your prospect's needs, right? This choice ecosystem provides a range of choices, each tailored to a different preference or requirement. That way you give them options. And once you give them options, then you let them make the adult decision based on what they are emotional about, right? Next is what I call the Pathfinder principle. Act as a guide through the ecosystem, helping prospects find the most suitable choice. Remember, you're the captain of the ship. You might be presenting more than one option, but based on what they're saying, you have to be able to steer the ship to the option that makes the most sense. Okay, so by understanding their specific needs and preferences, you can use the Pathfinder principle to direct them toward the option that aligns perfectly with what they're looking for. I want you guys to understand something. Mastering these innovative strategies, neuropersuasion tactics, value slicing, and navigating the decision quagmire can significantly enhance your ability to close sales successfully. These methods are not only effective, but also showcase your commitment to understanding and meeting your prospects' needs, ultimately establishing what we all want, a lasting client relationship. Listen, I'm your man, Mel, with Sales in Action. Take these sales training tips, perfect them, work on them, and then put them into action. And I guarantee you, you're going to see more deals get closed on a daily basis. I'm going to holler at y'all next time.